this is history right here. This is the telltale clue. Something's going to happen with this railroad. I hope they actually would invest in putting commuter train service back on the old New Haven, because boy, I'll be here for the ceremonial run. I never seen one of these oddball engines, but boy, this thing looks like a cigar practically. Pimped out in purple. Jesus, that track does not look good. And they're gonna run that all the way to Pittsfield. They better hope they don't go on the ground. Now we are officially down just south of our good friends at the Berkshire Scenic. Damn, I left the four ways on. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't step in that crap. Yeah, camera with a hand stabilizer. Jesus. Oh boy. I think I got somebody a little bit teed off. You'd think they would have stopped in Lenox, damn it. I've seen a few derailments on this railroad. I got a crowbar if anybody needs it, in case someone's foot gets stuck in between the rail. Now that's an unpleasant thought. That's gonna be the fun part. Hey, Kevin. No. Oh, pardon me, wrong guy.
Where's the red car?
Yeah. How are you?
Well, welcome to the neighborhood. This is my house, is my turn.
Is that right? Sorry about service.
That's right. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Stepping out of the way.
That way they got to climb down without pressing.
Morning to you. I followed it all the way from Lee. be a big fan of your radio station. This is history right here.
We can actually hang it right here. The belt right, Bonnie for media. Bonnie, you're the guy for media over here. Ready? So shall I go first or you want to go first? Actually, I'm going to go first. Well, first of all, I want to thank all the folks from Housatonic Railroad and our team at Mascot for giving me a chance to come out today, giving us all a chance to come out today and see the real potential of opening up commuter service between Berkshire County and New York City. I think the potential economic impact is considerable here to the job creation and quality of life. It's considerable. There's some work that we have to do in the state of Connecticut. I'm sure that they're ready to step forward as I hope we are. But I want to express my thanks for the patience, my thanks for the instruction, for the short period of fully authorized engineering that I did getting this here, and my enthusiasm for this project. Anybody else want to jump in? Secretary?
Well, I have something to say. Tricia probably put in the rep from Pittsfield, and I just want to thank the governor. He's committed from the beginning that he's a governor of the whole state. And when it comes to transportation, public transportation is
Oh,
critical
pardon me.
in Berkshire County for our economic development. And this is one way that we can really bring economic development here to Berkshire County. It's good for quality of life here. It's good for jobs, and we're going to make this happen.
All I can say is I couldn't be happier. What a wonderful event. John, do we have any type of timeline for this project? No, we talked about how long it would take
Watch out,
between
there's a
the
truck
time of
coming up.
the service being up and running and the rough estimates are about 3 years. There's a lot of work that has to happen in the track day. I complete road today from get line up by or come of track work that has to happen on the side. I suspect that the go decision if our transportation projects in recent time is any indication, we probably do it sooner than that. But before the go decision, as I was alluding earlier, there's some engagement that we have to have with Connecticut as well as with the Metro North, and we want to move on with it. Of course. No, it's not going to be simple. Although it's interesting, there used to be, I think, from the 1830s, regular rail service between Berkshire County and New York City. And when you consider, I often make the point back in Boston that the economic orientation in Western Massachusetts is much more north-south than it is east-west. So the connections by rail and other means of transportation to down in New York and points in between is actually quite important. So there are some hurdles, yes, but I think they're worth trying to surmount.
You talked a lot about transportation. Is this part of your transportation plan?
It is. It is a part of the transportation plan. The transportation plan, which is called the Way Forward, was the result of a year's worth of study and analysis and broad engagement from experts, regular commuters, and all sorts of folks in between. There were several hearings, I think 19 hearings, 17 hearings, and thousands of comments, and we built a very data-driven plan. It wasn't a wish list. We made some choices about things that, leaving some things aside, but investing in a few expansion projects in addition to the basic upkeep and reinvestment of what we have. A few expansion projects that would unlock economic opportunity in the system.
So what's the pathway now to go forward to fund this project? What ways can it stay?
Well, we have a transportation bill, which is law now, as you know. It's not the size bill we asked for, but it's a big step forward. Not quite $700 million. One of the issues with the bill is that it diverts revenue from other needs said earlier, it's a missed opportunity in the sense that an awful lot of very serious work was done by the Secretary and his team, both developing the plan and a data-based plan, and then explaining it to the general public. And all of the indications were that people got that a little bit more investment now would make a big difference in terms of economic growth and opportunity. So we asked for what we asked for because it was the moment. But rarely in the time I've been in office, I think it's probably true.
Okay, thank you.
Get back what you
Pardon
asked
me.
for and exactly the form that you asked for.
You said you've worked with Connecticut to do, and then you also have worked with Connecticut, and then you also your budget was, or your wish list was pared down a bit. How committed is the state towards this end of this project?
First of all, may I just respectfully correct you? This isn't a wish list. My wish list is quite a bit longer than what was in the plan. This is about very targeted, high impact investments, and both in terms of fixing what we have right now, and a couple of expansion programs. Now, this is one of that small number of expansion programs where we believe there is a potential for a big pickup. In order for it to work, and you guys should jump in because you've worked on this and thought about it a long time. But in order for it to work on this route all the way to New York, Connecticut has to be engaged. We've had a great working relationship with the Connecticut authorities on other projects. The Vermonter line, for example, which is being relocated through Springfield and up through the Pioneer Valley. We're working with them well on that, and we want to engage on this too.
Last question. But in terms of funding, do we expect that this, for the Massachusetts end of this project, that you'll be able to allot however much it is, and how much would this? Was it 113 million? Is that
113 million.
And will that be covered by the funding passed by the legislature?
Well,
In-
I
in
think
all?
that between what the legislature has done and and diverting from other capital plans, I think we can afford the Massachusetts end. But I want to be clear, and we had a little bit of conversation about this on board. In order for us to warrant this investment on the Massachusetts side, we got to get Connecticut to participate as well, because I think that the maximum